Sir, please start.
Shall I have joined?
Yes, yes. Jai Bhim, sir.
Jai Bhim, Jai Bhim. So I have to start now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please start your session.
So this is conducted in which language?
In
And but what you people mean? Anna wants me to speak in which language? English or Hindi or Marathi? Normally, what?
Sir, if you're comfortable in English, that's okay. If you're comfortable in Hindi, that is still okay.
No. Okay then. I will speak in English. So just a day before yesterday, there was a request from Vishal that I should join this session and throw some light on this issue of census that is will be now phase 1 is over, census in Maharashtra, in India, and the phase 2 will be in February 2027. So there is some confusion among some people. Only a few people there is a confusion whether to record your religion as well as caste in the ongoing census 2026-27. So this issue actually needs to be understood properly, because this issue is very important. In India, caste is a very important factor, and all the development policies in India, that is by Government of India, Parliament, various state governments, state legislatures, they are devising policies based on the population of the various communities. You may be knowing that for last few years there is a demand by the OBC community in India that there should be caste census in India, and population of the OBCs should be correctly known in every state, so that policies can be framed properly in proportionate to the population of the various communities. When the constitution was framed, the framers of our constitution, and most importantly our savior Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, whatever articles of the constitution were framed and actually they were passed by the Constituent Assembly and they became a part of the constitution. So in those various articles, the great emphasis is laid on the percentage of the population of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So the issue is discussed here in India and mostly in Maharashtra, whether the followers of Baba Sahib should record their religion as well as caste. Their argument is that since we have embraced Buddhism, and since the Dhamma of the Buddha or Buddha's teachings, they give equal status to everybody once they join Sangha. So there was no discrimination. So these castes we should follow. Yes, we should not follow the caste. The caste should be done away with completely. That is the desire of many people in India, mostly the followers of Baba Sahib. They are working for that. We are also working for that. But considering the reality of India and the considering in the present reality and considering the constitutional rights of the scheduled castes in India, the number of people who belong to the scheduled caste that must be known to the planners and the governments and all legislative bodies here in India, so that proper justice can be done to these people. Many people are also argue that we have made some development, we have prospered to some extent, but see, the prosperity came to very few people. Even if we study the entire population of the scheduled castes who embraced Buddhism in, say, Maharashtra is a leading state as far as the embracing or adopting Buddhism is concerned, because Diksha Baba Sahib took place here in Nagpur in Maharashtra. So only 5%, you can say 5% or 10%, not 10 also, 5, mostly 5% people, up to 5, 1 to 5. There is no study about it. So only about 1 to 5% of people can say that even if today the constitutional safeguards for the scheduled castes are done away from the Constitution of India, and without, they don't get any aid from the government or any type of support, they can maintain their development. See, achieving certain stage at one point of time and then maintaining the stage, sustaining it, these are the different issues. So it will be difficult for those 1 to 5% people who have made some development by staying in India to maintain that stage of development, to or sustain that stage of development. It will be difficult because here caste plays role in each and every decision. I was in the Indian Administrative Service. I served as IAS officer for 32 years. In different posts, I was collector, commissioner, many posts where I can make a difference. I was secretary to many departments, and importantly, I was secretary to Social Justice Department, which looks after the development of scheduled caste. I was also secretary to principal secretary to Minority Development Department, which looks after the development of the minorities. Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Jains, and I was in Home Department also. So I have a knowledge about the implementation of the policies of the development of scheduled castes as well as minority communities. In Maharashtra, Buddhists are minorities because of their religion, and they are scheduled caste by virtue of their caste, the untouchability factor. So, and they can claim constitutional benefits in both categories, minority communities as well as scheduled caste. I had to fight with some of the people when I was in minority community that the neo-Buddhists, what they call here in Maharashtra, that they should get all the benefits of the minority communities. So see, the lot of confusion is made by the educated people who are followers of Baba Sahib. Many of them don't understand the law. They have not understood how the law is implemented, and they keep on talking. Many of them talk emotionally. Many of them talk with knowledge also, like it is an open field. So that should not be done. This is a very serious issue, and it should be dealt with. It should be talked by very, what I will say, knowledgeable people who are serious, who understand its repercussions, what will if we take one decision and if we take another decision. So see, the present state of India is such that the law of India as a country is that in India only a person professing Hindu, Sikh and Buddhist religion can be a scheduled caste. This is the law in the country. When Baba Sahib was alive and he was a law minister of India, the constitutional schedule caste order was promulgated first time in 1950. He was alive very much. That law went through under his eyes. That was promulgated first. It became a law. And based on that law, that time in 1950, Constituent Amendment Order, Constituent Schedule Caste Order, only a person belonging to Hindu religion can be a scheduled caste. Then amendment was made and Sikh word Sikh was included there, and the person belonging to Hindu and Sikh religion can be a scheduled caste. This was the law before Baba Sahib embraced Buddhism. Baba Sahib just passed away 53 days after embracing Buddhism, after his Diksha. So he could not, because after embracing Buddhism, followers of Baba Sahib, by law, they became ineligible to take benefit of any of the provisions of the constitution which were for the benefit of the scheduled caste. And after that, that is why many people in Maharashtra, even after becoming and professing Buddhism, they used to continue writing their religion as Hindu and their earlier caste for many years, for decades. What the government of Maharashtra did, Maharashtra, because Baba Sahib Diksha took place in Nagpur, and even today, if you study the census of 2011, at all India level, Maharashtra Buddhist population of India, around 90% is from Maharashtra. Because in other states, they are still not, have not embraced Buddhism. Now that speed is slowly increasing. So, in Maharashtra, it was very difficult for the political people who need the votes of the people. This sizable population of the Buddhists here after 56. So that is they set a committee and they gave them a new word, new recognition as a neo Buddhist, and they gave all the facilities, reservation in services, reservation in admissions to colleges and all. Various policies of the government, developmental policies, they made applicable to the neo Buddhists. So this was done in Maharashtra, but at the central level, if one wanted to become an IAS officer, IPS officer, any health service of the government of India, any engineering service of the government of India, railways, one could not write a Buddhist as a religion, because till 1990, in India, only Hindu, Sikh can be a scheduled caste. That was the law. In 1990, when VP Singh was the Prime Minister and Ramvilas Paswanji was the Social Justice Minister, the amendment was made. It was passed by the Parliament and Buddhist word was added, and now Hindu, Sikh or Buddhist, the person belonging to three religions can be a scheduled caste. If he belongs to any of the caste or a group which is notified by the President under Article 341 of the Constitution as a scheduled caste in that state. So one has to belong to these three religions to be a scheduled caste, and he has to belong to any of the caste which is notified in the notification by President. And you know, for every state, the lists are different. So one person who is a scheduled caste in one state cannot be the scheduled caste in another state also, in many places. So the people have to think, Baba Sahib's follower have to think whether you have reached to that stage that you totally, today, you can give away your constitutional safeguards as a scheduled caste. My experience, my understanding is that I was in the government for 32 years. Government is not as a minister, but I was a bureaucrat, served the government as a IS officer, various departments. I know the law, policies and all. So I understand that most of the scheduled caste people who are Baba Sahib's followers, if they are prevented from taking benefit of the constitutional provisions of the scheduled caste as on today, they cannot make progress, they cannot maintain their progress. And those people who have not benefited are say now services. Some families, people from some families of scheduled caste were appointed in government services. All families were not actually could not do it. They could not get selected in any of the services. So they really their progress have not taken place. Mostly the progress of the scheduled castes in India have taken place because of their entry into government services, entry into good institutions of learning, and then developmental schemes for various sectors, but mostly services, entry into the services. So if that stops now, that there is no reservation for the scheduled caste in the government services, so scheduled caste person, one will say that will compete in open, general category. Yes, you may compete. 1 or 2% will also get selected, but not 15% reservation. 15% people will not be from scheduled caste, will never be selected at the government of India level, in all India services or any government of India service. So that will be lost. A person, a student who to take admission in engineering college, medical college, he is not say very sound economically, so he will not get the scholarship. His expenses in studying in medical college, engineering college will not be reimbursed by government. So who is going to help them? And that amount is in crores of rupees. Who will bring that much money to help these children of the scheduled castes? So it will be very difficult if these constitutional provisions are done away to make further progress or maintain or sustain the progress that have been made by some families. And that is why it is right or it is just that the scheduled caste people must enjoy the constitutional provisions, constitutional benefits which they are enjoying till there is a disparity, till there is discrimination, and till they don't achieve the level of the general category people. And that is why to achieve, to maintain that level, you have to say that you are a scheduled caste. And to see the policy of the government is based on the population of that category community in the census. Now the census figures are 2011 census are being considered. Now if tomorrow all the scheduled caste people, Baba Sahib followers say we have become Buddhist, we will not write our caste. And if our census comes down, say by few percentage, now in Maharashtra the census population, scheduled caste population is this reservation percentage 13%. Already in 2011 census, the population has come down and it has become 11.8%. Now, if it becomes say 7%, if it becomes 7% or 6%, anybody can go to the court of law and can say the scheduled caste population in Maharashtra is only 6%, 7%. Why they should get 30% reservation? Courts will also say, High Court, Supreme Court, yes, they are 7%, so they should get 7% only. So in that case, 30% people will compete for 7%. So some will be deprived. So that is why it is logical, it is rational that the population of the scheduled caste, correct population, must be reflected in the census figures. And that is why each and every person who is a scheduled caste, he must tell his caste to the enumerator who comes to his house in the census operation, or if you are doing it online, self-enumeration. So you must mention your caste. By mentioning your caste, some people say you are mentioning your caste means you are adopting all the ineligibilities or all the inequalities which were associated with that caste. No, we are not doing that. Only for safeguarding our interest, we are writing a caste. We are not taking the profession of that caste. Otherwise, also Constitution has abolished the system of profession linked to the caste. Now, any caste person can, he may belong to any caste. He is not bound by law or to practice the profession of that caste which was being done before independence. So that whatever argument some people are putting, that is totally worthless. We have already given the professions which were attached to that particular caste. There is a freedom of profession here. We are following it. We are enjoying it. Just because, you know, in India, the government, the parliament, the legislators, they consider caste as a groups, and the policies framed based on the population of those castes. And that is why your population, sometime you may not like to take benefit if you feel that you have progressed enough, so that you should not take any reservation or you should not take any assistance from government to progress. It's okay, you do not take, but you mention your caste as scheduled caste, so that percentage remains intact. And the really those who want it, who need that facility, they can take it. Why we will lower the percentage of benefits or percentage of reservations in services or educational institutions by not mentioning your caste? If you do that, the persons who really want that benefit, they will have to be content with lower percentage of reservation, because you are not mentioning your caste. So ultimately your caste will come, percentage population will come down. And one day, if that percentage of population really comes down by substantial number, the time will come that everybody will demand, any citizen of India will demand that the scheduled caste people should be given the reservation according to their percentage of population only, up to that level only, not beyond that. And that time, the people will be at loss. So it is logical, it is rational that everybody. Sure, you see, if I am a retired IAS officer now, if it comes to my mind that my son should not take advantage of any constitutional benefit now, so they should not take. But if I don't write the caste, the percentage of population of scheduled caste will come down. And if many people like me do not write, then that percentage of scheduled caste will come down and the reservation will one day come down. That is why everybody should write his caste. If you don't want to take the benefit, don't take it. But percentage should be maintained. And that is my advice. I have issued some 5 pages statement also 2 months before. It was in Marathi language. I will convert it into English and Hindi also, because now the real second phase will come in February, and that time you will be asked to mention your religion as well as caste. So we must mention our religion as well as caste, because we don't want to give away our constitutional safeguards. Which are the constitutional safeguards that scheduled caste people are entitled under the Constitution? One is reservation in government services. 2, reservation in educational institutions. Then 3 is reservation in Lok Sabha as well as assemblies.
4 is better.
Then various government schemes are there. Scholarship scheme is there. For development in agriculture, you have to take agriculture implements, irrigation purposes, you can take some benefits, electricity. All the departments have their schemes. So the scheduled caste person can take the benefit of those provisions and those facilities and can prosper. And when there are because this is still continuing. And it is not that if you don't write your caste as scheduled caste in census means the discrimination will come down or people will look after you differently. Nobody knows whether you have written your caste in the census or not. People know for centuries that this person, even here, one may be the President of India or Chief Justice of India, one may be the collector, one may be the minister. He is being discriminated because of his caste. So as long as that discrimination is there, we must maintain our caste or that percentage of population of those castes must be maintained. Otherwise, your safeguards will come down. As somebody says, Baba Sahib says that caste should be just done away, destroyed, given away, annihilated. But annihilated, castes are not going to be annihilated now. Baba Sahib, he was he was a chief architect of the constitution. So he himself said that caste should be annihilated. If it was possible for him to annihilate the caste, he should have done in the constitution. He abolished untouchability by Article 17. Was it not possible for him to just add one article in the constitution and say castes are hereby annihilated? No, it was not possible because that article would not have never been passed and adopted. Even if we want to annihilate the caste today, Parliament will have to do it. Is Parliament empowered to do it? Those who want that caste should be annihilated, they should ask their MPs that you bring a act in the Parliament. Then caste will be annihilated. If only Buddhists in Maharashtra or India, followers of Baba Sahib who are scheduled caste, simply by not writing caste by them or not telling caste by them in the census, doesn't annihilate the caste. Only your percentage will come down, your benefits will go away, the caste will be as it is in India. So one who is saying by just not writing caste by me will help to annihilate the caste. No. I personally, if you ask me, I am ready to just give away my caste even today. But considering the reality of India and considering the future of Baba Sahib followers, scheduled caste people and other scheduled tribes and other also, we should not do it because all policies of the government, all laws of the government are based on the percentage of population of these disadvantaged groups. And this we must do. Some people very proudly say, no, I am ready, I can without reservation. You may be doing, you may have achieved that stage, but I have already told you, it is not reservation. If you don't want to take, don't take, but don't bring down the percentage of population. You say that you belong to that category so that deserving people can get benefit from it. So this we have to keep in mind. Here unnecessarily some debate, some people, those who have studied law, those who have not known administration, those who do not know government policy, they do not understand what will happen and all. Just for emotionally they are saying, Baba Sahib said we want to make India caste free. But stage has not come. Otherwise Baba Sahib should have made India caste free in 1950 only. 26 January 1950. India became a republic. Constitution came into existence. It was not possible for Baba Sahib to draft any article which will say castes are annihilated. So that is why those who want that castes are annihilated, they approach their members of parliament, ask them to bring the any act. Any member can bring an act bill the parliament. It will be considered. If the government accepts, then it will be discussed. So, annihilation of caste is a different issue, and simply not writing your caste is not going to benefit you, because your rights will go away. Our poor people, many scheduled caste people are poor even today. In many families, not a single person have been recruited. Any single person from many families have not taken a good education. Even if a student goes to study in the 11th standard, he may not get admission in a good college, even good arts college, if he doesn't belong to scheduled caste. Why one should not get admission in a good college? And even today there is a discrimination. And I tell you, once the discussions goes away, all these people from scheduled caste and Baba Sahib followers, they will run away. When people will ask, what will we do now? Because we are not getting any benefits. They will just vanish. That time, they are not going to come forward to help the people. So, it will be suicidal to give away the constitutional benefits of the scheduled caste. They say you get the scheduled caste certificate, but don't write your caste in the census. What is this? To get the caste certificate, you have to mention your caste on affidavit. शपथ पत्र लेकर करना पड़ता है, शपथ लेना पड़ता है कि मैं जाति का हूं. And in census, you have to just tell that this is my caste. So just taking a scheduled caste certificate and not telling that your caste is this in the census, this is not good. And one more thing, Census Act of 1948 says that one must give correct information to the person who comes to your house in the. If you don't give, you can be punished. There is fine as well as punishment, imprisonment also. It is not being looked into. When you are having a caste certificate, how can you say I don't have a caste? You will have caste certificate and you will take the benefits of caste also, and you will say I do not belong to scheduled caste. Some persons say that simply by writing Buddhist you can get a reservation and scheduled caste certificate. No, you cannot get. Buddhist is not a caste, it is a religion. So all type of people, without studying, without understanding, they are saying something. Some people, only few of them are there, but they are creating confusion in the minds of the people. This should not happen. So we must try it, our religion as Buddhist, and whatever caste you have, you must mention that caste in the census. So that then only I think we must maintain our percentage of Buddhists as well as percentage of scheduled caste. And now, sub-categorization has come. Just there was Maharashtra, there was a morcha in Mumbai on 30th November. I am also associated with all these activities. So, sub-categorization, if you don't have the population, how will you get the percentage? Now, sub-categorization already some state did. Now, the government of Maharashtra said they will do by listening to everybody. They have not said we will not do. So, it is in the interest of the people belonging to the scheduled caste that everybody should mention their caste. Somebody said to me also that you are creating a caste in Buddhism. So I told them how I am creating. The 1990 Act passed by the VP Singh government itself says that Hindu, Sikh and Buddhist can be a scheduled caste. I am not saying. So when 1990 Act was passed, amendment was passed, nobody opposed it. That time I was a student. I was preparing for civil services that time. I am a 1991 batch officer. So I was preparing. Nobody opposed, no politician, no scheduled caste MLA, MP opposed it. That we don't want Buddhist word there and any person belonging to Buddhist can be scheduled caste. So when there is a law like that, it means there are castes in Buddhism legally in India. So we must understand all these facts and considering the welfare of the scheduled caste people, your population percentage of scheduled caste must be maintained. The correct percentage must be displayed in the figures of the census 2027. And that is the responsibility of all the followers of Baba Sahib. Baba Sahib never said that you give your constitutional benefit, your reservation in services and reservation in educational institutions. On 15th October 1956 at 56 at Diksha Bhumi Nagpur, he said, all your safeguards are in my pocket. How, in what way he was going to do, that we he didn't mention, but after in December he passed away. Somebody say he wanted to give us a reservation as a minority community. In minority community, you can't get a reservation in services and educational institution. Only in educational institution, only minority institutions, you can get uh, admission in educational institutions. Only in minority institutions. But there is also a limitation. As a scheduled caste, in every institution, you will get the reservation in admissions and reservation in services also. So that why do you want to give it away? Somebody say, oh, even if our percentage of population comes down, the reservation will not come down in services. This is ridiculous. Educated people are talking like this. If the percentage becomes substantially lower, anybody will go in the court of law. Anybody. Scheduled tribe person can, mandal category person can go, OBC person can go. That they should get the reservation as per the percentage of their population, and court will go by the your percentage of population. So let us not be casual in this thing. This is a very serious issue. It is related to the development of the entire community of the scheduled caste. Only the few educated people, they are saying anything, not understanding the rights of people. How can anyone ask anybody to give away your rights, constitutional rights? Nobody can say like that. Very bad situation is there. So my my appeal to all of you is that we must tell all our people that the correct percentage of Buddhist people, that is who are Buddhist, and the correct percentage of scheduled caste must be reflected in the coming census. And when in February, the time will come to tell your religion and caste. You tell your religion and Buddhist religion and caste, whatever caste you belong to, which is in the scheduled caste list. So I think this is the message. If you want to ask me any questions, there are many, I can go again and talk, but I will stop there. I think I have cleared most of the issues. If there is anything you want to ask, anybody can ask the question.
So, Saib Jebim, this is Dhirendra Bhagwat Rangari here. Admin sir, can I ask the question?
You can
Yes,
ask.
please.
Okay, all right. Thank you very
You can
much.
ask question.
Yeah, thank you very much. Saib, very well said. It is very clear to us. And this message from you was very important. What I want to ask you is that at least me and many of our Ambedkarite activists and even people, they don't have any trust in any government to the state to which they belong. Now, even though we give the correct census information as per your guidance, but because we don't have a trust in the government, what measures and what measures we can deploy so that the existing government does not distort the correct data, because there is a high chance that we did our job very well, but they did a distortion and they did some manipulations and said, okay, now their population is 8%. What can be done to save ourselves, to
See,
have what kind of a
see,
safeguard we can apply? Thank you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I am already aware about this issue.
Hmm.
I was in the government also. I at least 3 times I spoke to the Commissioner of Census Maharashtra,
Hmm.
who happens to be an IAS officer, and she was junior to me when I was in the government. I retired 3 years before, and I wrote letter on my letterhead also and spoke to also. And when I received some complaint about the district called Gondia here,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I spoke to the collector also, and they took the steps. Nothing happened wrong, but something had come to me, reached me, because people know that I am working and I am aware about these issues. So some people from Bhandara phoned me,
Hmm.
and they said, sir, certain such instructions are being given. I have heard. I told them, who has given those instructions? What is the name of that officer in training that they give wrong information? So then one who heard that is also government teacher and all. They did say, no, no, such thing had not happened. Maybe they may have fear and all. But
Hmm.
we are taking such, I was told, because in 2000, when I was principal secretary in social justice department, there were some complaints had come to me. So I issued a letter to the school education secretary that caste must be properly maintained at the time of entry in the school register. Religion, especially of Buddhist scheduled caste. Their religion properly you must write as Buddhist, and their whatever caste they tell. So they were even correct some from Buddhist politicians here in Maharashtra also, one or two. But majority understand this, and that solve many of the questions. So I am aware about what you are saying. If anybody has some issue, you can talk to us also. And some many people should work with us. I am working with this issue because I have decided now to move to all the districts of Maharashtra. And maybe I may be going to the state headquarters of some states also. And we are going to pass this message. Already we have done this for last 2-3 months. So now this program will be there. So you be alert. Even if you hear anywhere that, because what we are hearing, what was happening, I tell you, till 1990, if one wants to say that he is a scheduled caste, he has to write only Hindu as a religion. This was the
Hmm.
law.
Right.
So many of the employees who were recruited before 1990, or many officers in before 1990 who were recruited, many of them still feel that to become a scheduled caste, a Buddhist who is professing Buddhist must have to write his religion as Hindu.
Hmm.
So that is why they asked somebody that your religion is Hindu, and some people, I have got the idea that some people want that even if one tells his religion is a Buddhist, they sometimes they make a mischief and write as a Hindu. This to me also, and we have already taken. I have wrote a letter to the Commissioner Census, and I talked 3 times, and now this first phase has only gone has undergone. Now the real census will come in phase 2, where will have to tell your religion as well as caste. So you be aware. See, you will have to have some trust. Whatever government is there, even
So,
if you feel that they will do something wrong, so you have to be a watchdog.
so can we, Saib, can we, if we don't trust, like if I got inputs from someone, can we go and have ask RTI or some mechanism so that the transparency is there and the government officials of census will show the records to us? Is there any provision like
Yes,
that?
yes, yes. Yes, there is, because when the enumerator the person who comes to your house is called enumerator. मराठीमध्ये प्रगणक म्हणतात. So if he comes to you, then whatever you tell him, he has to write in that pro forma.
Right.
And then he has to show you that. And if it is correct, if you tell you, if it is correctly mentioned there, everything, then only you can sign.
Right.
Before that, you cannot sign. Sometimes what the enumerator does, he thinks that sometimes mistake may be committed by him also. So he writes in a pencil. So always ask him, do not write in pen, write in pen in front of me.
Right.
And when everybody is written in pen correctly, then only you sign. Otherwise, you don't sign.
Right.
Or even now there is a now in phase 1 there was a provision of self enumeration. Maybe in second phase also it may be there. So most of the people can go for self enumeration.
Correct, sir. And Saib, one last, and then I will let others members also ask you that from there are in our Samaj there are many people who are not literate, right? So when the eliminator will come to them, they will just tell, but they cannot validate whether he has written it correctly or not. So maybe it is a good idea from our media and other forums, we will raise awareness that wherever the officials are coming for the data collection, there has to be some student or someone who is literate enough so that whatever has been registered is registered correctly. So that kind of awareness we will definitely do it from different channels.
He
Yes.
can take help of his neighbor or a
Neighbors,
relative.
relatives,
Can be present.
right. Right.
This we can bring it to the officers, and we can ask the collector to issue the instructions like this.
Right, sir. Right. Definitely, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Jai Bhim, sir. Appreciate, sir. Very good topic.
I request everyone to please ask only one question each.
Sure.
Kindly ask your question directly and avoid long discussion so that we can give everyone a chance to participate. Thank you.
Okay. Dear admin, may I ask a question? Hello.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Anna team. This is really a great initiative from your association and bringing the very good experts and giving exposures to the on various subject. Now my question is to Mr. Shyam Tagde sir. I am very much familiar about Tagde sir. He has a very good experience in administrative and government policies. I think you have said that there is a connection between number of population and reservation reservation of percentage. Other people may say like that, but in constitution it is clearly written, irrespective of the there is no mentioning of population percentage, just written 13% reservation to SC candidate. So there is not written like that if the population percentage goes down, there will be the reservation percentage may decrease or increase like that. So I think is it right or wrong? Because when there is a number of people in lakhs, whether the percentage cannot match to that constitution's numbers. I think, can you give more exposure to this?
What you are saying, Subhas, what you have said is wrong. There is a provision in the constitution that scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, they will get representation in services in proportion to their population. And nothing is mentioned their percentage 13% or so in the constitution. Only representation in proportion to your population.
Okay, so can you show that, because I am hearing here. So now what is our scheduled caste?
The constitution. How can you ask me the question like this? Because you know
No. I
you
want
are
to just say like
ignorant.
that. I want to make aware also that, because if such a things are there, if our population
So please, I will
decrease.
request you to I will request you to go and the constitution, it will say it is in proportion to population. And certainly, if it is in proportion to the population, definitely your percentage goes down. Anybody will say, "Oh, because your population is percent, why should you be represented by more people?"
No, no, no. Anybody can
So
say
that
that
is
is not the
logical.
correct. The rule is rule. That is that, but percentage and number of people's opting is that are a different story. Anybody can how nobody can say to that because it is the purely in constitution. It is written. It is like that. If I am most wise person and I am not 18 years old, so how can I say I am the wise man and I can also vote because the rule is rule. So that is why I want to just I was surprised to hear from you. First time I have heard that
So I
there
think
is a correlationship
you
between
have not you have not just you didn't did the study. You do not know correctly and raising this issue unnecessarily.
no, no, I am not
Please go
using, sir.
and
I want just I want information. Don't take it in a negative way. You can say me the article of
no,
the
no,
constitution. I
I'm
will
not taking
definitely read.
negative. You are taking time of the people now. See, everybody knows in the country, even those who are not educated, that percentage of population, it is important based on that only. Why the 13% is fixed based on the population? Why the 15% in government of India level for scheduled caste? Because population was like that.
So do you mean to
So
see that when the constitution was formed, our scheduled caste percentage was 13%?
at that time, when that what is decided, there is no percentage of reservation of each is mentioned in the constitution. It cannot be mentioned. Only it will say according to the percentage of population.
Okay, sir, I got it. I will study the constitution on that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Please
Other
ask
may
your
proceed their
question.
question. Thank you.
विशाल अजून कोणाचा काही आहे का?
हॅलो, कुणाला अजून काही क्वेश्चन आहेत का प्लीज?
Hello, Javin. This is Ravindra Nevane from Nagpur. I have a question on subcategorization for sir. Would he like to ponder something, means his views, whether it is good or those are anti and those are in favor? What does he think? His views, please.
What does?
Sir, would you like to comment on whether the subcategorization demand is proper or we should oppose it?
No, there is no provision in the constitution for subcategorization of scheduled caste or this category. So it should not have been done. But now Supreme Court has passed the judgment. One justice of the Supreme Court give judgment in against the other judges also. So in constitution there is no provision that sub classification should be done. But Supreme Court interprets it. They have given the judgment.
So
personally,
if
if you
there
ask
is
my view, I am also of the
I
opinion
want to
that
know your
the,
view, personal.
so the sub-classification should not be done. That is my opinion.
So what is the way to make it reach to the down strata of our community, or the all scheduled class should get benefit from it? What is the way to make it reach them? The benefits of reservation, I mean. To the truly needful people, it should reach. What is the way then out there?
They have to get educated properly and participate in the process, because there is a provision based on the various provisions of the constitution. There are various ways to get prosperity. Not only getting into services only. There are one can go for business, one can be self-employed. Many other things are there. One can be agriculturalist. So because every person cannot get a government job, the jobs are not that in number. If you say like that, then somebody should be excluded. Then that means criminal. Supreme Court has already said that Supreme Court, the court, criminal will not apply to scheduled caste because it is based on untouchability. So that we will unnecessarily go into the different issue, and that I don't want to discuss it here.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
There is a question from Prashant.
Shall
Prashant,
I
you can
ask
ask
one
the
question?
question directly.
Can I ask one
Yes.
question, sir?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
definitely, certainly.
Yeah, JV Namo Buddhaya, all of you. My name is
Yes.
Ajay. I am from Kerala. It is a wonderful eye-opening session today. Shyam Tagde sir delivered. I'm very much thank you for his support and assistance for getting the caste certificate, Buddhist caste certificate in Kerala, because he has given all the data information couple of months ago, and he personally contacted some of the IAS officers in the Kerala, and recently the Kerala government circulated and awarded the Buddhist certificate that is circulating in Kerala. Thank you very much for your support, Tagade sir.
All the best to you. All
My
the best.
question is, right, thank you. My question is just wanted to get a clarification from your session. Yes, you are absolutely right that as per the constitution, it is mandatory to mention the caste identity name, whatever the states required it. So we have to mention the name in the certificate, that is fine. But and other side of this idea, we are, as per the Ambedkar's vision, we are here for eradication of caste. So it is not eradicated completely, even though it is mentioned in the certificates. So do we have any other options, like neo-Buddhist or something like kind of code word, which is mentioning the scheduled caste, without informing or mentioning the caste identity name in the certificate? Do we have any provision such like that? Just can you explain on that?
See, means without mentioning the caste, you can get a scheduled caste certificate. That you want to know. See, in Maharashtra, what happened?
Like
Maharashtra, what happened? In 1956, no Buddhist can be a scheduled caste because law was not like that. So Maharashtra government called these people, those who have embraced Buddhism, scheduled caste people. Buddhist, and they gave them a reservation in Maharashtra, and they issued the one caste certificate also. That is called Farm number 7 in Maharashtra. So, but that also says that they belong to scheduled caste before the conversion. They belong to the scheduled caste before conversion. So that issue was referred to Government of India. I was also Principal Secretary in Social Justice Department. So I have seen that communication, correspondence between Government of Maharashtra and Government of India. What Government of India said, that certificate says that he was a scheduled caste before conversion. It doesn't say that he is a scheduled caste today. So Government of India has refused to accept it as the caste certificate, and they say the caste certificate pro forma that we have circulated to the all states, that should only be held valid, and one must possess the caste certificate in that pro forma. Otherwise also, what is happening, even if you take that certificate also, that certificate, some people take, but then one who wants to go for the central services, even class 3 service in the central government, that pro forma is not valid. So that is why one wants the pro forma of caste certificate which will be valid at state level as well as central level. So that should be in the proper forma as issued by the Government of India. And what is I am telling you, even if you want to take that certificate in that earlier proforma of Government of Maharashtra, you have to give an affidavit that your caste was this and this before conversion. So it is not that caste goes away. You have to tell. Only your mind will say, in mentally will say, I belong to that caste, not today. My forefathers belong to that caste that time. But unless government accept pro forma at the central level, Government of India has refused it. Maharashtra government referred it many times. So nothing can be done. And what will happen? One more thing is there. You see, every state will do. We want different pro forma. And the Government of India will say that there is pro forma. They will not understand. Kerala is having pro forma different. Maharashtra different. Andhra different. And this does not go up to this. Scheduled tribe people can also say, now we have become Buddhist, we don't follow these tribes and all that. We are only Buddhist. We should get reservation based as a Buddhist. Because in Maharashtra now, a Buddhist is a scheduled caste, he is a tribal also, he is nomadic tribe also, he is OBC also, he is Maratha also. So I being a scheduled caste, I can tell the followers of having some say linkage with among us. I can say you don't write your caste. How can you say to a Maratha that you also don't write a caste? Because he is writing his caste as Maratha. So some people or people who are saying that we should get reservation and these benefits simply by the name of Buddhist. This cannot happen because Buddhist is a religion. So these issues say, and the Government of India agrees for the pro forma different than the issued by them, then only this is possible. And unless that happens, and it comes into practice, why should we not write our caste and bring our numbers in the census? I told the people, those who say we should not write caste, that you try. If you want to eradicate caste, let you approach the parliament or any of your MP and ask them to bring the bill there. So if the bill is passed in the parliament, which is very unlikely, so then the caste will be eradicated. And or this pro forma, whatever format of scheduled caste is there, that should be changed, or then it should be without mentioning your caste. If they are ready to give you, that's okay. We should try for that. But unless that comes true, we cannot say, we should not say that you do not write your caste and just give away your constitutional safeguards.
Sahib, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sahib, thank you very much. Sahib, I have one subsequent question. Can I ask?
Yes, yeah, I have no issue.
Yeah. Admin, sir, can I ask if someone else is not there? Okay. So, Sahib, like the category, when the person comes, we will say the category is scheduled caste. Then caste, then I will say my caste is Mahar. Is it mandatory that if he will ask me my subcaste, and if I don't know my subcaste, and if that field is blank, will it be causing any problem, or it is mandatory to also tell the subcaste?
No, they will ask you only the caste. Nobody will ask you subcaste.
Thank you very much. Now the second question is, I say my caste is Mahar and my religion is Christian. So this will be will the people who tells my religion is Christian, will they be considered still as a scheduled caste in the census? No.
He will not be considered scheduled caste because law is in India is today only a Hindu, Sikh, and Buddhist can be a scheduled caste.
Okay.
One has to belong to these three religions. Only then he will be scheduled caste.
Hindu, Sikh, and Buddhist, you said. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this will help me a lot because I do work in remote areas where the scheduled caste people and the scheduled tribe people are Christians. So then their awareness needs to be brought that they should not mention their religion as a Christian. Otherwise, it will be nullified. It will be not considered their, because they can have the
Now they
faith in
have to keep,
Christianity, but they should still tell them that they are Hindus, something like that.
why then they should why are you doing that? They should say they are Buddhists, or
Mm,
otherwise let them tell their true religion.
no, if see, I mean, they are scheduled caste and they are scheduled tribe people, sahib. Okay, but because they are very much in a deep villages and
Only,
there,
only,
hmm,
only for scheduled caste there is a restriction of religion. All
okay,
other OBC tribes, scheduled tribes, there is no restriction of religion. They can have any religion.
okay, then this is clear to me, because these people are mostly the scheduled tribes, so they can say scheduled
In
tribe and
scheduled tribes, northeastern people,
hmm,
they are Christians and scheduled tribes. Both they are scheduled tribes as well as minority people having
okay, now,
Christianity.
okay, now it is clear. Thank you very much. It will help me to give right information to the people in the ground,
Okay,
at the
which
village.
district you are talking about, remote area?
Well, see, Seb, I work in Telangana in a remote places. I work in Orissa remote places, Chhattisgarh remote places, and their scheduled tribes and even scheduled
Okay,
caste people, they are more in towards the Christianity. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
okay. Okay.
We'll take questions, but please keep it short and to the point.
Please do not stop us asking question, because this is very important topic. Don't put so many restrictions. Yeah. So this is an open forum, and the experts are there, and there is a time, and there are no many other questions. Admin sir, please don't do that.
Now, after see, now I have already planned for me. After this phase one was over on 14th of June in Maharashtra, and now the second phase of census is in February. So during this period, these months, I am going to have many such interactions on my own, online, and I am going to tour the state as well, other states also. So now you can ask. This is time you can ask.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody, any issue? Some people have wrote something in the chat also.
Yes, there is question from Prashant. Prashant, please ask your question directly.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jai Bhim, sir. Jai Bhim, everyone. My question actually I've written in the chat messages itself.
The private sector
I think,
promotion.
I think there should be good amount of promotion
Yeah,
from
so
our end.
Prashant,
Yeah,
you are correct. You
yes,
are
sir.
correct. So we'll have to work very hard for that. Means we'll have to do many things. Give petitions to political people, have agitations and all by democratic way, peacefully. And we should demand that there should be now reservation in private sectors. So someday it may also happen because I think when Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister and Meera Kumar was Minister of Social Justice Government of India, that time something was being discussed on these lines. So, it is a democratic country, this can happen. Many things keep on happening. So, people should demand it.
Thank you, sir.
Hello? Yeah. That boy who was that Subhas or somebody is still there? Subhas? Subhas Sirsai.
Are there any more questions? Please ask.
My question is to organizers. Actually, now when we have done this session with Shyam Tagde sir and the views he has put forward, what action we cannot take based on whatever is the outcome. You may have your own brainstorming sessions among yourselves, and there would be some outcome of that on this topic. So my question is to the team there.
I can answer to you, and I would say that based upon the knowledge information we have got from Tagde Sahib, we need to, through our social media forums, we need to have a mass campaign of awareness, what he has told us here. That is what I would suggest. And we have news channels, and we will do that from through our news channels. And those who have, Anna also has their news channel. We have our Facebook and other Instagram and other social media. That's my suggestion, and that is what should be the next plan. And we own it. We should own it, and we should drive it. And I promise that I will drive through my news channels. Thank you.
Many people are working in that field in Maharashtra. Many people are working with me. I had issued the statement in maybe it was in May, and most of the people have read it. Many people phone me also, and many people are working with me. We have a type of one group, and we are carrying out this activity. So, and I also told that I am going to tour all the districts, visit all the districts. So you can also keep attached with us. If any issue is there, if there is any complaint, if something is not being implemented properly by authorities at any district level, you bring to it your to our knowledge. I am already in touch with the government officials. I already told you, I spoke to Commissioner Census 3-4 times.
We will take your interviews, app, short interviews, so that we can make us small stories and publish them. If you don't mind, we will reach out to you, Saib. Is it fine, Tagre
Yeah.
Saib? Thank you so much. Jai Bhim, Saib.
Oh, yes,
Thank
you
you.
can.
Thank you.
Jai Hind. विशाल अजून काही आहे का?
Is there any questions?
बोला काय म्हणता मायाताई?
और questions है किसी से? Please you can ask because हम सेशन कंक्लूड करने जा रहे हैं. Mahesh sir, is there any announcement? So we can announce before conclude the session.
No, there's no announcement.
Okay. So can I conclude the session?
Yes, please.
Mahesh, you are all okay?
Oh, I'm not Mahesh. Mahesh is traveling, so.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now it is time to conclude our online Buddha Vihara session. I would like to thank Bhante for blessing us with the Dhamma talk, and thank you, Krantitai, and many thanks to our guest speaker, Dr. Shyam Tagde sir, for the session.